Welcome to the Marvel Rivals Ghost Rider Community Moveset. A community moveset is a series where here you guys, the chat, will be able to create a moveset, and I will be using my ideas, of course, as well. And we will be creating abilities for a character. In this case, for today's episode, we will be making a moveset for Ghost Rider. First, we're going to start off with the role. We'll have your primary fire, secondary fire, ability 1, ability 2, ability 3, and of course, ultimate ability. This is one idea that I thought of just right off the bat. I think his motorcycle should be his ultimate. I think it'd be cool if any ground that he drives over could create flames. In my opinion, he should be a damage character. I see him as long range damage character, like a poke playstyle. I can see him having like long sweeping attacks that could also push opponents back. So I think the only role you can really go with for Ghost Rider is damage. We're gonna give him the damage role. We should definitely go with like sweeping type attacks, because like we don't want him to feel like a whip, but we also don't want it to feel like a mace. I know some iterations of Ghost Rider he has like spikes at the end of his chain, or I can even see it functioning as like a combo. Maybe it's like a 1, 2, and then a third one. It like hits his opponent back. Chain of punches. Ghost Rider swings his chain back and forth with the third hit, sending his opponent away from him. Here's my example of it, fellas. We got my my iPhone charger, my black iPhone charger here. Pretend this is the whip, right? So picture it's like 1, 2, and then like the third hit pushes them back. What do you guys think about that, fellas? When we went for secondary fire, fellas, I think this is where we give him a projectile. Having some sort of range utility is good. You don't want him to just be a strict melee character. We'll call it Judgment Strike. Ghost Rider swings his chain across himself. Ghost Rider swings his chain across himself, flinging fireballs from it that deal damage to enemies. So it says, Ghost Rider swings his chain across himself, flinging multiple fireballs horizontally that deal damage to enemies. Okay, so you know how Genji throws his shurikens in Overwatch and he throws it like a fan? It's like 3 shurikens like that. The way I kind of see it is like Ghost Rider throws like 3 or 4 fireballs from his chain. So he would just swing it like this, and then multiple fireballs would pop out. Gives him some combo potential too. So with his primary fire. So if someone's caught in his primary fire, he can just go 1, 2, 3, and if the third hit pushes him back, and then he hits him with right click. His biggest weakness would be playing against characters who can outrange him with gun projectiles. He's fighting against a lot of melee-based focused characters. Example, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Hulk, most likely. Those characters, Ghost Rider will really be able to check very well. Ghost Rider has to have the chain pull. I'm kind of scared. I don't want to add a Roadhog hook to this game. At least for right now, when opponents get very close up on him, that's like his biggest weakness. I think his Hellfire, where he spits the fire from like his mouth, we'll make that left shift. Hellfire. Ghost Rider spits Hellfire from his mouth horizontally. It does more damage if the enemy has killed an ally when you use Hellfire. Oh, okay, Akai's cooking. Akai's cooking. Hellfire would deal more damage. Or Hellfire, or should his penance? No, his penance stare. Because his penance stare is what evaluate if a person is considered sinful. Either his penance stare or motorcycle has to be his ultimate. We make his hook into penance stare an ability. Having a mechanic where he deals more damage to people who have killed his allies sounds really cool. What if penance stare only deals a ton of damage to opponents that are on a kill streak? That's more balanced. You could have some sort of reticle. Penance stare and chain pull. Ghost Rider pulls. Ghost Rider throws his chain, and when an enemy is hit by the chain, they are pulled close to Ghost Rider. If the opponent, or if the enemy is on a kill streak of 5 or more, they take massive damage. Penance stare and chain pull. Ghost Rider throws his chain, and when an enemy is hit by the chain, they are pulled close to Ghost Rider. If the enemy is on a kill streak of 5 or more, they take massive damage. It's like, okay, if they're not on a kill streak, you just use other abilities and deal damage to them. It would go so hard if Ghost Rider, when he used this ability, said, give me your soul. And he pulls you towards him. And then he stares into your eyes. And then if you have a kill streak, you just get engulfed in flames and just burn up. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be so hard. Ghost Rider works best at mid-range, where he could use his chain, deal damage to you, push you away, and also keep you at bay. This may sound a little broken, but hear me out, okay? Ultimate ability, motorcycle, okay? He summons his motorcycle, right? And he could drive, okay, his motorcycle can do multiple things, okay? 1, he could literally run over opponents and just deal straight up damage to them. 2, his motorcycle leaves a trail of flames behind him, right? And those flames act as a firewall. So enemy projectiles cannot be shot through the firewall. They will just incinerate. Here's what I think. A motorcycle should be able to be destroyed. Kind of compare this ultimate to Ramatra ultimate in Overwatch. Jackal, we're on the same wavelength, bro. Ultimate motorcycle. Ghost Rider summons his motorcycle and can drive with it. Enemies can be run over by the motorcycle, taking damage, and are inflicted by a burn status effect. Alright, let me cook, fellas. I think they should also take burn damage. Let me cook. While on the motorcycle, Ghost Rider can pull one enemy with his chain. The enemy pulled by his chain is slammed to the ground in front of him and then run over. Wherever Ghost Rider drives leaves a trail of flames that deals damage to opponents who walk through it. Dude, you know what'd be so cool? Imagine if when he KOs an opponent and he like runs over them. Imagine when they get KO'd, they just evaporate like flames. Ooh, one thing we should do, there are team-up abilities in Marvel Rivals. His team-up should be with Doctor Strange, so it has to be. Ghost Rider spits Hellfire, and the Hellfire is sent through his portal, and it amplifies into a giant, like, fire beam that just gets sent through the portal. So Strange would be like, I'm opening a portal. And then freaking Ghost Rider would just be like, burn! And just spit fire, and then it just gets amplified by the portal, and then the portal just spits out this giant fire beam. When Doctor Strange has a portal open, Ghost Rider can spit Hellfire through the portal. The portal will amplify the Hellfire, allowing a fire beam to be sent through the portal, the size of the portal. And there we have it, fellas. This is the community moveset for Ghost Rider. Mid to long range fighter. Doesn't do too particularly well against people who are close up on him. Has a lot of cool things he can do. The motorcycle, cool range. He can get up close with his motorcycle and just run you over and deal damage. He has his chain. He has the pen and stare. He has everything that makes Ghost Rider Ghost Rider. For all the people who watched it, thank you all so much for watching the community moveset. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more Marvel Rivals content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the YouTube channel. We just hit 7,000 subscribers, and I'm very thankful for the support. Thank you all so much for 7K subscribers over on the YouTube. And if you want to check out these community movesets and actually participate in it, check out my Twitch. Link to that is in the description. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.